Phantom family, welcome to a special pre-recorded edition of Phantom Zone. This episode is centered around the February 21st, 2026 all-day football jamboree. This is not just another scrimmage. This is not just another football Saturday. This is a measuring stick. Tonight, we have leadership at the table. We have Austin Underwood, owner of the Central Missouri Generals. Austin, how you doing this evening? We have Stefan Horton, owner of the Arkansas Boltz and the sponsor of this jamboree. Stefan, how you doing this evening?
Man, I'm doing good. Doing
That's
good.
good. And we have Blaine Smith, owner of the Northeast Arkansas Reapers. Blaine, how you doing this evening? All right. And I'm Ray Barnes, owner of the Southeast Arkansas Phantoms. Gentlemen, I appreciate each of you being here this evening. Let's go ahead and get this kicked off. What a jamboree really reveals. Let's start right here. A jamboree reveals things that practice does not. Austin, I'll start with you. From an ownership standpoint, what does an all day event like this reveal about your organization that practice simply cannot? Oh, you might can't hear me. Austin, you might be on mute. That thing with technology. You always have things and you really just can't account for. Well, Stefan, as a sponsor of this event, what were you hoping this jamboree would create across organizations?
Like I said a little while ago, just an opportunity to come together and play in a controlled environment while learning the rules, just getting a not only learning the rules, but just getting an understanding for the 8-man football. This is simply for the newer teams that are just last year 8-man first time ever playing, and like I said, we did not necessarily know or even understand the rules and how they went. And so I just feel like to create a jamboree type of setting for each and every team to join and get an opportunity to, like I say, learn the rules and play in a controlled environment to where we just have, like I said, an opportunity to learn the 8-man brand of football.
Okay. All right, Austin. We'll go back to you. For an ownership
Sorry
standpoint,
about that,
what does
man.
that's okay. Like I said, it's technology. From you being the
Yes, sir.
owner, what does an all day event like this reveal about your organization that practice simply cannot?
So that is a very good question. As you know how the semi-pro thing goes. After a while, your teammates just get tired of beating up each other.
Mhm.
So really, what I think it's going to really test as a whole is kind of like that bend don't break mentality. But with that being said, I
Exactly.
also think that it has a lot to do with the team coming together as a whole, kind of like that camaraderie that every team truthfully needs, especially when it comes to a lot of teams that you are unaware about pretty much. Like you can only prepare so much about a team that you know nothing about. And all of you guys, some of these teams are new, some of them aren't, but they're also been around for just a couple of years.
Uh
And
huh.
I just think that it is just a good thing as a whole. Just pretty much a test of every piece of competition from all over the place. Arkansas specifically, because I do believe that Arkansas has nothing but absolute dogs coming from that area, and me starting a team at this time, I just as soon as the Bolts, pretty much announced it, I was on board. I mean, before they could even finish their sentence. And it is simply because I want my guys to be tested for
Yes.
sure. So I think that's what it comes down to, truthfully, is just seeing what they have when the lights are on, especially all day. You have to maintain that focus you have to maintain that locked in type of mentality, that we try to teach our guys, on top of accountability, discipline, and maintaining your outside world, and being able to allow us to trust you what you guys do on your own free time. Because semi-pro, man, you gotta trust your guys that they're going to do the right things when the lights aren't on them. So, all that's going to come to light, I think, really, because film ain't going to lie, Coach.
Absolutely, absolutely.
For sure.
Blaine, from your perspective, what does a day like this test inside your program? I may have to come back to Blaine. I know he said he was doing some other things. It's why you don't see him on camera. But I know for us here with the Phantoms, what I respect about this format is the depth that shows up. Conditioning shows up, and sideline organization shows up, as well as the culture. Now let's address something
Yep.
directly. This is 8-man football, and there are always people who assume that means less. It does not. In fact, in many ways, it demands more. In 8-man, if you miss a tackle, there aren't three linebackers cleaning up behind you. Stefan and us discussed this previously.
Touchdown.
8-man football prepares players for space football. And for most of these athletes, the next level opportunity really is arena. Austin, let's talk about the speed difference in 8-man versus traditional 11-man.
Oh man. Well, I mean, oh, that is a really good question, sir. I mean, it all starts with, like you said, the agility and being able to maintain your endurance during the game, due to the fact that everything is just so fast. I mean, normally, like traditionally, I should say that the clock is what, 25 seconds, which doesn't seem like much, man. But when that ends up, you go three or four, drives going into first downs after first down, and you really have to finish that drive going into an 8-man game. I mean, you would think 4 or 5 minutes would go by, but in reality, it was 45 seconds to 1 minute on a clock. I mean, and that's what kind of allows our game to be the high paced, high scoring, well, fast paced, I should say, high scoring type of play. I mean, I can't really explain it. With my first year being an owner, this will be my first year having a chance to necessarily watch, but unfortunately, I'm going to still be playing. So I still, and this is as humbly and as truthfully as I could say, I just, I don't know. I'm still learning myself as an owner, and hell, even as a player right now. But all I could say is it takes a lot, as an athlete, from an athlete's perspective, to not only prepare for an 8-man season, but to also make sure that you are going to be able to make it to work on Monday.
Right.
I mean, you have to take care of yourself before the week to be able to take care of, or not to be able to handle that fast-paced, violent game. I mean, I truthfully think 8-man is a lot more violent than 11-man. Truthfully, the rules don't really get updated, and that's what makes it really fun. Not to mention you mix it in with the arena style play, which I've played at that level too. And I mean, oh my goodness, that you think semi-pro games are fast until you get on that turf in between them walls, and it is completely different. I don't care how much experience you have at the 8-man semi-pro level, but man, you get on that turf, it's way faster than semi-pro as it is, and you wouldn't believe that. That it's, you kind of realize that over time, and it's just, you can't really fathom that as a player. As a coach or an owner that's been able to watch, that would be a better, they would definitely give you a better answer than me for sure. But
Okay. I appreciate that. Let's see.
I'm back now, Ray.
Okay. Blaine, from a roster standpoint, does 8-man expose conditioning more?
Yeah, I feel like we get more players to like hit the field. We get more reps, and but I mean, we've got almost 35 guys on our roster. So I mean, it's hard to get everybody in reps and rotations, but I mean, as far as practice, we're ready for the games, the jamboree, to get everybody in, see what we can do for an all day.
Okay. And let's go back and ask the other question. From your perspective, what does a day like this Jamboree test inside of your program?
Oh man, we're just ready to see if we can handle all day, like football. Like see if we can handle an all day event like we talked about, and
Okay.
instead of going just against our same guys that knows the offense, knows the defense. Now we're running against a whole different team, and we've had a preseason game that we played against. We played a team, but that was way back in August. So, you know, you practice against each other enough. Your offense knows the defense. Your defense knows the offense. So this will be a good test for both sides of the ball to see if we really got what it takes to play a different team.
Okay. Okay. In 8 man, you cannot hide. There are fewer bodies. Every assignment does matter, and every mistake is amplified. This is not downgrade football, it's accountability football. Let's move on to the culture. Anybody can look disciplined in warm ups, anybody can look sharp the first series. But what happens when it's the third quarter? What happens when rotations get shorter? What happens when it's your second stretch of the day and legs start to feel heavy? Because even though each quarter is 12 minutes, this is still an all day environment, and cumulative fatigue is real. Blaine, when that second half hits and energy dips, what do you expect from your leadership group?
Oh, we're gonna pick the guys up, 100%. We practice that. We preach that from the start of practice. Like we don't quit. We keep moving. Like that. It, it's just not quitting is not in our vocabulary.
Okay. Austin, what does emotional control look like when a call doesn't go your way and you still have another quarter to play?
Truthfully, um, with our game already kind of getting that level as that 37U, social media doesn't help us by any means.
No.
With that being said, um, every single game gets it gets recorded. There's not only physical eyes on you, there's guys watching from all over the place. And I stress this on my guys a lot because I have a pretty rocky road of a history myself because I tend to talk quite a bit and I don't I don't just kind of take a call whether it goes my way or not. But that kind of goes back to what you asked me before. I'm still learning as a player, as an owner, as a coach, even as a future coach, I should say.
Hmm.
But truthfully, I mean that looks like okay, and you literally just move on. I mean, whether that's putting your head down and forcing yourself not to argue or talk back, or you look at someone on your sideline to kind of get that reassurance to move on. It comes in many ways, but you know, kind of relating all of this to the Jamboree that's going to be happening this weekend. That's another test for young guys like we have, and that's what we want. We want to see how they react. We want to see what they look like when no one's watching them, and a lot of that is going to come out this weekend for sure.
Okay. Stefan, how do you evaluate discipline when execution starts slipping late in the game?
Let's see. The thing about it is, I mean, football is a game of emotions, and we all understand that. I heard Austin say that sometimes even when plays don't calls or whatever doesn't go your way, you still have to deal with them in a manner that's respectable to whoever and whatever. I always say that no matter the outcome of whatever it is that we're doing, we have to have uh, we have to have at least one person, one guy that can kind of calm you down or whatever. Let that be just one.
Right.
But like you just because we are a team doesn't mean because we got 30 guys or so, we're a team, but we are not like I'm really not like your friend, your buddy. Now we're teammates and we're gonna play the game together. But when I leave, I probably won't see you or talk to you again until we get to practice next week,
Right.
right? So understand that I'm I may not be the guy that need to calm you down. I might need to get out of your face because if you're angry or upset about anything, let the person that have a relationship with that guy calm him down. Let a coach calm him down. Let a leader calm him down. If the leader can't calm him down, then let there be a coach that can calm him down, or even goes for a coach as well. Uh, some players, got decent enough relationship with a coach that they might have to pull the coach back. Coach, it's okay, coach. Whatever.
Yeah.
So it's all about like you just
Oh yeah.
let there be one person that if I'm upset, if I'm upset, that's the guy that I want to get me to calm me down or whatever. So understand if you're not that guy. I'm not the guy to calm right down. It may be whoever, another person. But if I can, I try or whatever. But yeah, you just don't. If somebody's upset, you don't just walk up in their face and try to get a good understanding that I'm probably not that guy. I'll try, and if words get passed back, then I'm gonna step back and let there be somebody else.
Okay. Because for my Phantoms, we're evaluating their composure under pressure. Because again, in 8-man football, there's less room to hide. There's fewer bodies, there's more space, there's more responsibility. So fatigue will show up quickly and the culture will show even faster. Let's see. Minor league football can sometimes be territorial, but this event represents collaboration. Stefan, let's go back to you real quick. What made you want to sponsor this and bring organizations together?
Well, not necessarily that I sponsored it. It's just I feel like it's needed. So we
Hmm.
got we got 4 or 5 different sponsors that helped to put this on. It was just an idea from our guys on my board that felt like this was something that we needed. And of course, if we need it, then the newer teams is going to definitely need it. And we just felt like there was something that needed to happen just to give everybody an opportunity, like I keep saying, to not only learn the rules, but play in a controlled environment to where winning isn't everything. It's something, but it isn't everything because it does not go against your record.
Right.
So I would much rather because even if you play a preseason game, someone will lose and someone will win. But with this here, it's all about learning, getting a good understanding, and at the same time, yeah, like I say, you can. It's something that you can win. There's something on the line that you can win, but it doesn't go against your record if you do not win. So I just felt like not I. We felt as if this is something that was needed because we needed it. So in order to just kind of make sure everybody's on the level playing field when it comes to just knowing and understanding the game, that's the reason why we created this.
Okay. Austin, what does it mean when owners can build structure together instead of just competing?
Oh man, it means absolutely everything. It means that all of the relationships that you made in the off season all of the hours and hours and hours of personal time that you spent trying to build this thing into something cool. I mean, all of that comes into play, especially when that happens. I mean, you kind of just, I mean, I could only say this because I could already visualize it, like, for myself. It's going to be a very, it's going to be a very good feeling to finally be able to breathe and understand that what you have is something that may not be perfect, but it's something that you can build off of and
Exactly.
and just continuously thrive to make that better no matter what it is. I mean, you never want to settle. And I have seen it time after time with my experience with all the teams that I have played for. A lot of these guys got comfortable. So with that being said, there's also cons to that. You have to understand that yes, you have success, but that's not the end. That's not the end goal. That's not the outcome that you want because the outcome is yet to come. That's what I always tell myself. No matter who we're able to sign, no matter what we're able to do for the organization, you just can never settle. And it is important to enjoy those successes, but you have to understand that tomorrow's a new day and it's back to business.
Right. All right, Blaine, let's go to you. How does this elevate not just Arkansas football, but even Missouri, Oklahoma, Mississippi? How does it elevate football as a whole?
We just honestly, we semi-pro has a bad name.
Uh huh.
Honestly, we all know that, and we've got to like this jamboree that Stephen's doing. That's great. We need more stuff like that. 8 man or 11 man, however, whatever it's gonna be. But we need more stuff like this. Let some of these high school kids, like we're doing camps that with the youth and out of high school kids that didn't get the chance to go to college that think their career is over.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true. Like we've got to keep semi-pro on the map, or it's just it's dying and it's not fun. Like we need more people to keep doing what we're all doing collectively and keep finding folks to come play for us.
That's exactly right. Because us as owners, we have to look at this as more than just oh, we have a team, we're going to play a game. No, us owners, we need to collaborate. That way, the players are the ones that are able to benefit, and the exposure increases, and the standards arise.
So,
Let's talk directly to the players and the fans, guys. Let's start with Austin. What identity should people expect from the Generals on February 21st?
Really, I think it's just the chemistry that we have already without even playing a game against anyone yet. You know, all of our and we have been practicing since August. All of our practices have been intense. They have been ran in a military fashion. So
Okay.
that's actually my point. All three of my coaches, well, four now, are all military veterans. Three of them have played semi-pro. The other two have played Division II college level, type football before. So all of these guys understand what that effort is like. So to kind of give an insight of our team, we understood that we have to use our youth on our roster to our advantage. Because we may not have all of the experience that all these guys need just yet, but they need to trust themselves and trust in their abilities, and also trust their teammates. So I could say that our camaraderie, our chemistry, our just dog mentality is going to show, but we are from the Show Me State, so all of that, I could speak about it all day, but I do intend to assure that my team will be able to hang with everybody on Saturday for sure. But time will tell.
Okay.
You never know. That's what's
Right.
cool about this 8-man game. You know, you never know what you're going to walk into. It's always
That's
fun,
true.
though. That's what you could always walk away learning something and having fun. You know.
Yes, sir. Stefan, what will define the Arkansas Bolts during this event?
Man, we've been in existence for like 9 years, and we've we got championships, right? We played in 11 man. We got championships in 11 man. My first year, last year in 8 man, we made it to the championship game. Of course, we did not win.
Hmm.
So we know how to win. We know how to lose. Um, and our culture is just making sure we understand where we fit in as players, as coaches, even our as leaders. Where do we stand? And our thing is just to make sure that we, uh, one, of course, the team, has to be ran properly. Coaches have to coach properly. Players have to play properly.
Yes.
So those things there, man, when you put them all together, what we're trying to build, not trying, what we have built. If you're playing for the boats with the boats, if you have anything to do with the boats, you understand how we run this program. It's not going to change. It's not going to change for one player. Because we know how to win. Like I said, we know how to lose. So one way or the other, we'll definitely get the job done. And just to be a part of uh, our organization, you have to come with the mindset that's I got basically I got to get in where I fit in.
Right.
So that's just the way. That's just how we roll, should I say?
Okay. Blaine, what will the Reapers show that represents your specific culture?
Man, I'll be honest. I'm gonna start from scratch. When we started in June, July, we might have had 8, 9 guys show up to practice, and we progressively just kept going, getting more guys. I mean, we've got guys from 3 different states now coming to play.
That's awesome.
That that's big, and they. It's not that they just show up at game time. I've seen that, and they show up every practice. So we've got a lot of talent all the way across the board. I mean, you're talking first string, second string, even the third string sometimes. Like,
Okay.
he's got a lot of folks that we're bringing the talent. I promise. We're ready to show up and show people what we got for any day.
All right. And for my phantoms, expect discipline. We are going to come in and we're going to play our style of football. It's going to be structured and it's going to be controlled aggression. And what I mean by that, we've all seen those players that they're aggressive, but they're too aggressive and they'll run themselves out of the play or they'll dance too much instead of just getting what they can get. The Phantoms are in a rebuild mode, and this is going to be one of our first true measuring sticks for our rebuild. Our final questions. One sentence only, guys. When February 21 ends, what does success look like for your organization?
Oh, I'm getting that 250 back and bringing that trophy back.
I knew somebody was going to say it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Just go around the table. We heard from Blaine, Stefan, Austin. One sentence. After February
Yeah.
21 ends, what does success look like for your organization?
Win or lose, man. I just want And it's not even for our organization, man. It's really for everyone else's. Uh, the goal was to, I say one sentence. I'm sorry, I talk a lot, but the goal is to make sure that y'all get the newer teams get a look at 8-man football, and if we can pull that off, that's what I'll be more enthused with. Just that there.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I want. Everybody just come to the Jamboree, learn before we get the season started. That way we're all on the right foot, especially us new guys. Like, that's all that means to me.
All right. Austin.
It's real simple, Coach. We're going to leave with a name. We will leave
like
Arkansas
that.
with a name.
I like that. I like that.
Yes, sir. That's all I got to say. Everything else was understood. Don't got to be talked about. You dig what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. For my
Yes,
Phantom.
sir. I will say this, though. I'm looking
Okay.
forward to playing the Boltz. This will be the first and only team that I've ever played at the 11-man level and the 8-man level. Last time I played the Boltz, I
Oh,
was a rookie. I was 17
wow.
years old. So this is a full circle moment. Cool thing, this is my retirement year also. My last 11-man game was against the Boltz. So this will be very fun for me personally.
Wow. Look what you done did, Stefan.
Yeah, there's a lot of history there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, sir.
good.
Stefan, if you remember the Interstate Cyclones, I was number 23.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Played
oh
against
yeah,
Dion
oh
Scott.
yeah,
That was a dog.
yeah,
That was the best
yeah,
quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life, for sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He was a dog. I
yeah,
hope he's doing well. I don't know if you still speak with him, but I hope he's doing very well. I do.
yeah. He's doing pretty good right now. He's doing pretty good. Yep.
Right
Yep.
on.
All right.
Right on.
For
And Alex is a cool
my
guy too, man.
Phantoms.
What a representative
Yeah,
to have as an organization.
Yes.
yeah. He does a really great job for us, man. He almost run the team, man. He's passionate about the Arkansas Bolts, man, and everything that we do. So such a great guy, great
But passion is what you need,
father,
man.
husband,
For sure.
everything. So yeah, yeah. He's a great leader. He's a great leader. Glad to have him on our team, man.
What a standard. For sure. What a
Yep.
standard, man. My hat is off to
Mhm.
him, and I cannot wait to meet him finally. It's been almost 3 years. I'm looking forward to finally meeting him, and seeing him play in
Yeah.
person also, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's
Yes.
just my respect to you guys. You guys, like you said, you guys have been out for a very long time. I've been able to beat you guys, and I've also y'all have also put the belt on me personally. So it's
Oh yeah.
like I said, it's going to be super fun, man. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. For the
I'm getting
Phantoms.
old, man.
For the Phantoms, success is clarity. Clarity about our depth, clarity about conditioning, and clarity about our leadership. This event is going to accelerate our growth. In closing, February 21st is not just another Saturday. It is evaluation day. It is culture day. It is accountability day. On behalf of the Phantoms, I want to thank Mr. Austin Underwood with the Generals, Mr. Stefan Horton with the Boltz, and Mr. Blaine Smith with the Reapers for being part of this discussion. Again, for those of you that'll be watching, if you would like to come to the Jamboree, it will be at the Arkansas School for the Deaf in Little Rock, Arkansas. That address is 2400 West Markham Street, Little Rock, Arkansas. Everything is scheduled to kick off at, we said 10 o'clock, right,
Yeah.
Stefan?
10. Yeah.
Okay.
10 o'clock. hmm
What is admission to get in?
Admission is $10 per person. Yep. Kids
$10 to
under the
get in.
age of 12 get in for free.
All right. Well, we'll see you at the Jamboree. This has been Phantom Zone. You guys have a good evening.
Thanks, man.